And welcome back to part 15 of What If Hinata were on Team 7. Last time, we took a little detour of what was going on during the 3-year time skip. Pardon. Particularly what's going on in the Leaf Village and the Sakura still not getting over Sasuke thing. We addressed that. I know some people thought I was bashing on her. Admittedly, it kind of was, but it was necessary bashing to move her past her infatuation with Sasuke. That said, we now cut to basically the return of Naruto to the village. Naruto and Jiraiya walk through the village gate. Naruto, climbs up on the tower again, or the pole. It's like, I'm home, Leaf Village. Oh, I put Great Tsunami's face on the Okage Mountain. And then obviously he meets up with Sakura again. That interaction is roughly the same, I'd imagine. She still throws a punch because her temper still is, crap. But still, they reconcile. They recap a little bit of what happened. Konohamaru shows up. A lot of the same beats go down. What does change immediately, though, is that when he goes to the Okage's office, he instead of Kakashi and stuff being there, even though Kakashi is waiting outside, Hinata's there because she heard that they arrived and she wants to see her boyfriend. And when Naruto and Hinata see each other for the first time, she's standing there. She does look pretty much exactly like she does in Shippuden, as does Naruto. Sasuke, I'd imagine, is probably, actually, honestly, I'd see Sasuke being the Jonin of the group, which would be hilarious. He probably wears a standard ninja outfit, although he's got the Uchiha crest on the back. And by standard, I mean the standard Jonin Konoha outfit. So what Kakashi wears, more or less. Maybe he wears his flak jacket open. Maybe he's got slightly different pants or a different shirt. But overall, it's the same thing. But so Naruto sees Hinata for the first time, and Hinata sees Naruto for the first time. It's like that. There was an episode 2.5 Men, whose title perfectly summed it up. Just glorp, schmegel. It's just like can't even process what he says. Like, Hinata? Naruto? Yeah, I'm doing the voice. Deal with it. I'm not doing a full-on Hinata impression. I'm just raising my voice higher to illustrate it is Hinata talking. So get over that. Yeah, I've had some people who say they like the voices. Some people say they don't like the voices. I'll do the voices, but I'm not going to go into a full-on Naruto impersonation or Hinata impersonation for the whole thing. I'll just raise the octave of my voice. Other impressions that I'm better at, like Gamabuta, that voice I'll do, because there's no issue with the voice. I get it, but at the same time, whatever. So, sorry if it annoys you. Deal with it. That's my say on that. But, she basically sees Naruto. She's having the same mental process. Like, oh my God, he looks so good. And they just kind of stand there and watch. All of a sudden, Naruto snaps out of things when he basically gets tackled by his girlfriend. Naruto, you're back! It's like, and Hinata, oh my God, it's like, wow, you're gorgeous. And she blushes. Like, and she, I imagine, would have gained a lot of confidence over time on Team 7, dating Naruto, 3 years training with Tsunade. So she is actually able to flirt back and say, you're not looking too bad yourself. And she's like, did Hinata just throw a flirtatious quip back at me? It's like, oh my God, what has happened to her? And can it stay this way? It's like, I loved her before, but now it's like, oh my God, she's perfect. And, she's just, glomping him, and he's also got a face full of her chest, just going, it's just, oh my God. Jiraiya's just like, and Tsunade's just, what? There's nothing wrong. I don't even have my notes down. Don't even have my notes down. Not at all. Not writing anything. Just, taking in the moment. And it's just taking mental notes, research. This will be great for my next novel. To which all of a sudden a voice chimes in, is like, could you two get a room or something? God. And then Naruto turns his head and sees Sasuke there. Just, I see you're just, and just finds moves at her duck butt, which is a common nickname he often gets in a lot of the fan fiction, because frankly, his hair does look like the back of a duck. You're one that, so you're in just as fine moves ever. Yeah, you're what the talk, idiot. And then he gives her a hand up as, Hinata does get off her boyfriend eventually. Glad to see we're all working here and working well together, like always. To which Kakashi just kind of points out sitting on the in the back behind the window. Naruto hands him the book. Oh my god! And then he obviously says, well, it's been 3 years since you've all been together, so I would like to test how well you've improved. Meet at Training Ground 7 at this time, and obviously it's the bell test. Difference here is A, Kakashi knows he can't take all 3 of them on, and B, it's more just about the testing them. They would pass regardless. We know they were going to pass regardless. Excuse me, my reflex has just been terrible for the last couple of days. Actually, for the last week. Yesterday was particularly bad. It's a bit better today, but there's a lot of burping still. So if I burp, I apologize. The test starts out. Now, I do think maybe he'd get extra help with like Guy or someone like that to help test a couple of these guys. We've now reached the point in my tenure doing these what ifs that I'm pretty much going to be skipping unless there's something that drastically changes. Like one of them's evil and is planning to try to kill Kakashi legitimately, or whatnot, or there is a complete different, I don't know, format going on. Kakashi's dead at this point in the series. I'm pretty much going to be skipping the bell test portion of the what ifs because it's just going to end the same way each time. Yes, the process to get there is going to be different, but it's a lot of extra work for something we know the result on every time. With the rare exception of 1 or 2 moments, 1 or 2 scenarios that could pop up. 1% of scenarios that could pop up, because I can imagine there's more than 1 or 2 scenarios. Anyway, Gaara getting captured by Deidara, I believe Deidara, that's the pronunciation. Deidara and Sasori, that goes to saying Kankuro getting poisoned. So we actually now cut to them getting the mission to go rescue Gaara, to rescue the Kazekage. And it's Team 7 with Kakashi being sent out. Now, they do also make the point of noting that Temari, Neji, and Sasuke are both Jonin. Hinata's a Chunin. Naruto's the only Genin he loved in his generation. I did love that near the end, like in the very last part of the series, too, where, was it the last part of the series or like what a filler one or the movie? I can't remember. But Naruto was given the rank of Jonin after having to fill so much paperwork. He's like, no! That was pretty fun. So they head out. They meet up with Temari. They talk about the fact that Naruto is a Jin turkey. One thing I didn't mention is Naruto's control over the fox. Now, it's still his relationship with the fox is still about the same. That said, because he's had a bit more usage of this chakra, a bit more liberally, and he was training with Jiraiya, and he's just a little bit stronger overall in the series. I'd say his control over the Fox's chakra is ultimately a little bit better than it was in the original. Like, he can go into that tailless mode without a problem. One tail, he's fine. Quite frankly, fine being in the one tail form. Second tail form, now it starts to get a little extreme. And then the third tail form, again, he's a little better off in that form. Like, he's not so, like, you're still able to talk to him and get through to him. In fact, I still think you could do that early in the 3 tail form regardless. But he's still about in the same boat as he is. He can't go to the 4 beyond tails. And then Kyuubi still hates his guts. Regardless, they make it to the Salmage where, again, Chio attacks Kakashi. It goes about the well as it did first time. This time, though, it's Sasuke who gets involved. And Naruto, has his back. They say, no, it's not the White Fang. There's a resemblance, but the White Fang has been dead for years. He's like, tee-hee, I was just kidding. So there you go. And Hinata obviously is the one this time because she is trained with Tsunade, who helps heal Kankuro. In fact, I'd say she does a much better job of it because she has her Byakugan and can actually see the poison coursing through his system legitimately. So she's able to find it, draw it all out, and synthesize an antidote. I'd even argue she can make an extra antidote. She has enough time to do so. Naruto comments like, man, you've gotten so awesome. Yeah. Beams a little bit. And then you would deal with the fact that they got to go find Gaara, and they run into Itachi's clone, along with Team 10. Crap, is that team? Yeah, they're Team 10. Team 10 was Team Guy, right? Crap, I always make that mistake. It's team. Actually, no, they're Team 9, I think. Team 9, Naruto. I believe they were Team 9. Yeah, okay, sorry. Team Guys. I always do that. It's either, it's always Asuma's Team 10. I always think Asuma was Team 9 and they were Team 10, but it turns out it's Team 9 is Team Guys. So yeah, they obviously go out and they fight the Kasame clone. Again, nothing has really changed. Maybe Temari's a little bit stronger. Maybe she even knows her chakra element, which it's a good question. What would that be? I think she had, or just standard earth and fire. Because if she had lightning, that would have been fantastic, quite frankly. She didn't have wind, I know that. Is it ever stated what her chakra elements are? No, it is not stated what her chakra elements are. She's one of the few people who does not have ninjas who does not have a confirmed chakra nature. That's interesting. Yes, interesting. Apparently, as an adult too, she excels at space-time ninjutsu, which is also really interesting. I mean, not obviously like to the same level as like the fourth or anyone like that, but seeing as stealing is technically a form of space-time ninjutsu, that does make a level of sense. She is actually very skilled at sealing jutsu because of how she keeps her weapons stored. That said, their fight goes the same. When Itachi meets up, when Itachi, we know it's not actually Itachi, but when they meet up with Itachi, it's different, A, because Naruto's a lot more effective at what he can do this time around, and B, Sasuke's there. So Itachi runs into Naruto, it's good to see you again. And you too, little brother. And Kakashi, it seems the whole team is here. But I'm afraid you'll be coming with me. Naruto. Yeah, right. Remember, don't look at his eyes. Don't look at his eyes. That's how I don't need eyes. I can cast the genjutsu with just this finger alone. Now, luckily, with Sasuke there, he's able to get through the genjutsus. And Naruto is a bit more effective to the point where, like I said, he can go into his Fox chakra at will at this point, in at least that base chakra form. And he can use that, honestly, to disrupt the genjutsu without too much trouble. And he does that. And he's improved. Then Kakashi and Sasuke obviously get into combat with him. Sasuke being there, I think, basically prevents Naruto from actually having to use any real power or anything like that. Like using a Great Ball Rasengan doesn't have to do it in this case. Simply due to the fact that it's Sasuke's personal fight with Itachi. So Naruto kind of leaves it to him, even though he does kind of want to crack at him. He can respect Sasuke enough to be like, no, this is something he has to do. I'm not going to get in the way of that. I have a cut on my finger. So it ends, I think, with a Chidori through Itachi's gut, basically, as he got distracted by Kakashi's shadow clone. And then he turns into I can't remember which body was used for his, but he turns into it, and obviously Kasame turns into the false Kasame, or the actual person as well. They meet up, Tenten and Sasuke acknowledge each other. I mean, it's like, but they're working, so, they're not going to get all lovey-dovey or anything. They're working, they're professional. Team Guy goes to release the seals. The crap starts with that. And once again, Gaara is near death. And now we move into the real stuff, where Naruto again goes after Deidara, and I think sometimes it all depends on how I feel. Sometimes Sasuke will accompany Naruto and Kakashi. Sometimes it's going to be Sasuke fighting Sasori with his whoever the teammate is, and Chio. In this case, I think he would go follow Naruto, because Naruto just would probably need more backup at this point. And Hinata and Chio are facing off against Sasori. Now, let's talk about let's actually focus mostly on the Sasori. If we have time, we'll go into what happens with Deidara. So, Hinata, being able to use her Byakugan, can tell immediately that the puppet is not the real body. In fact, she can see, and she can't even really see the real body. She can see a form, but she can see the chakra too, but she can't see the body. By the way, that little piece of flesh that contained what was left of him that helped with chakra, he must have had a lot of chakra for him to be able to do what he did with just that little bit of flesh left. Even though it's more about finesse than it is the sheer amount. Still, Hiraku, I believe that is the name of the puppet, attacks with poison-laced shrapnel, his tail, Senbon's Sakura. Sorry, of course I have it. She was the original Team 7 member. Hinata is able to dodge pretty effectively, even using rotation, which genuinely surprises Chio. And but she explains like I have not been sitting around idly by these last 3 years. I am a tuning of the Hidden Leaf Village. I am Hinata Hyuga, and I will show you what I am capable of. Beware, Hinata. This is not so. We'll have to get through that, and we'll have to get through for that puppet to get to the real body. It's like, Chio, can you lend me your aid? And Chio understands what to do, even though I think she's the one who actually in the original series illustrated the idea of using Sakura as strings on Sakura to use her as a puppet to help guide her movements. Hinata then charges in, gentle fist. Now, should note, I could see her learning the Chidori, hypothetically, but the Byakugan, as far as we know, doesn't aid with tunnel vision like the Sharingan does. It's more has the piercing aspect. It's better at seeing, it's better at visual piercing, like through objects and stuff like that, actually seeing things there than it is actually, for the tunnel vision that Sharingan provides. Plus, Sharingan has other abilities. But having the gentle fist and lightning doesn't mean she wouldn't have maybe a variation of that. Maybe she goes lightning palm. Lightning bomb, and basically just rips through Hiroku, just crash and obviously the real Sasori gets the hell out of there. And I must say, Hinata Hyuga, that was impressive indeed. Hiroku was one of my favorites, and you dismantled him. I'll have to make a better version of him later, when this is all said and done. But before that, I will add you to my collection. Hyuga will be very advantageous to have. He looks the same. How? And then he basically shows off. No, you didn't. You're the one who killed the third Kazekage? Indeed. Hinata, be careful. And then obviously the Kazekage releases the Iron Sands. And Hinata explains he explains the Iron Sands, or Chio does anyway, and that it's laced with poison. Fortunately, Hinata does, inject herself with the antidote. I mean, the thought occurred to me that enough injections would basically create antibodies to just ultimately destroy the poison, so they wouldn't work overall. But I can't say for certain that that would happen in such a quick period of time. So, still, it gives him temporary immunity for God knows how long. I think she and Chi will both have at least one honor. Like I said, she probably made an extra, she maybe has two, so they have enough. They both take one when needed. Hinata is able to go in there. Using her lightning chakra, she's able to disrupt the magnetic properties of the magnet release and the Iron Sand, causing it to at least temporarily fall. Because like, what is she? I see. You're negating the electromagnetic properties of the magnet release. However, that's only a temporary solution. It's like, true, but that's not what I mean. That's ultimately not what I'm aiming for. And then all of a sudden, she's using her Byakugan and her fingers. Lightning art. Pale spider's web. And basically, it's 5 consecutive shots from all of her fingers and digits of pale lightning, the technique I gave her initially. And they're basically all slicing the chakra strings clear through, and she kind of just slices them straight and had just like, damn it all. And then, she's going straight in towards him. And then there's an explosion. He backtracks because he basically summoned a giant amount of puppet arms, which he tore through. And basically is close destroyed. And she basically just looks and is like, that's what he did. He's no longer human. Yes. No, I'm beyond human, Granny Chio. Indeed, I have become something far greater. A beautiful work of art that will live forever. But Hiraka may have been one of my favorites. The third was a hard one to collect. And you took it away from me. I will be sure to add you to my collection. Basically now in Melee Combat, he starts going in after him with the buzzsaw blades, blasting fire, and the enemy blasts the water. He's got the hook. Hinata's doing the best she can to, keep him at bay, but it's tough as hell. And basically, she's able to almost damage it. Actually aims for the large mass chakra she sees right there. He backtracks. I see you're giving me no choice. No choice indeed. He's giving me something like, it seems we'll have to go all out for this, dearie. And then basically, summons the what were they called? The 10 Guardians, or I can't remember. Yeah, mosquito. That's a problem in the weather changing and getting better. The mosquitoes get a lot more active. Basically, the 10 specific puppets she had that were considered to be extremely powerful. And, Sasori commends them. You took out a whole fortress with them, but I took down an entire country with these. And obviously, it's them against Sasori. Now, you get a very similar scene that you get to Sakura fighting the mass horde of puppets, along with Chio's puppets, which was one of the few cool scenes Sakura ever had. But Hinata is just able to do it better because she's Gentle Fist, Byakugan, all that goodness, and she has Lightning Chakra. At one point, she gets Omni attacked from all sides, and she just does a rotation mid jump in the air. Chio tells her to grab the seal. She grabs the seal, throws it at Sasori. It's over. No, it's not. Instead of Sakura and Chio being taken off guard by Sasori, like they were briefly, even though they didn't ultimately end up skewering him. And yes, she summoned the parent puppets, that his parents, like he did. She did in the original. Hinata can tell, no, he's not. And she basically just throws a kunai right in the spot that it appeared, and just, I see. You, those damn eyes of yours, they really are quite impressive. I would have loved to have had a set in my collection. And he just kind of smiles. But alas, that doesn't seem to be the case. Although I don't think he actually coughed initially. That doesn't seem to be the case at all. Such a shame. And he now calls the monster. Would you want to try it? It's amazing. You don't have to sleep or eat or feel anything. But I suppose that's not the case. And then he obviously, but you are still managed to defeat me, so I'll still reward you. I had an informant, Orochimaru, meeting in next. Oh God, how was it? 10 days? I think it was 10 days. That again, it's the little things that I sometimes forget on. This meeting in a certain amount of time, and basically he says, Orochi subordinate will be there and all that. So, and then he dies, giving them that bone. And fortunately, Chio is given the antidote this time around, even though she had been poisoned. Fortunately, because Hinata had made an extra one. And that is where we're pretty much going to be leaving it off. I'll admit, after doing this one, this wasn't one of my better episodes for this one. It was kind of a little just summarizing. But apologies, I've been dealing with some, no joke, it's been bad reflux this time around. It's been some pretty bad reflux. Even like ginger ale is only like a temporary solution. I don't know what's causing it. It's so bad, it's actually giving me some, I'm not going to say what happened. Something happened that I had to do something that was not pleasant, and helped a little bit. But unfortunately, I think it kind of put a little too much strain on my body. So I'm currently in a bit of a state, like to the point where I've had not serious heart palpitations, but like a stray one here or there, just from, again, I think it's a combination of stress is playing a factor on me. Even though I'm trying to be not stressed, the whole current situation we got going on in the country today, finances, making sure I'll have enough to pay my own bills, all that. It's, making sure, if the car, my car's been running a little rough lately, so if I have to get it fixed, well, I have enough to do that. It's a lot, and then it's the stress that gets piled onto my girlfriend, stuff like that, I don't like seeing her stressed, but that stress, comes to me as well. So I think a lot of it is stress, because I know for a fact it started with stress, and then just kind of reared its head beyond that. And now it's gotten to a pretty unpleasant point. Not like I feel like my life's in danger from acid reflux, even though enough of it could cause some potentially long-term problems. But still, But I'm good. I am good overall. I'm just, pardon. I'm burping more than I should ever be burping, and I hate the fact I'm burping that much. Um, but B, it's just a matter of not 100%. I haven't been 100% in, quite frankly, months, to be fair. I haven't been 100% since I had that work-related injury that put me out of commission for a while. That's it. I just haven't been. I haven't been 100% in, frankly, over a year. But I mean, I'm more than functioning. I'm just never, not, I'm not ever 100% pain free, stress free, or anything like that. But unfortunately, that's life, and you just have to do the best you can with what you have, and try to make lemonade from lemons, all that goodness. Anyway, thank you for watching, though. Sorry for dumping all that on you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.